All right, if you're a business leader and you're trying to figure out how to connect your social media strategy to your actual bottom line, this explainer is for you. We're going to cut right through the hype and focus on the one thing that really matters, the real return on investment you can get from AI.
So let me ask you this. You're putting money into social media. You see the activity, you're getting likes, you're getting shares, but when it's time to connect that spend to actual sales, does it feel like you're staring into a black box? You know there's value in there somewhere, but proving it, actually measuring it, well, it can be incredibly frustrating.
And this feeling, it leads to something I call the social media treadmill. You know the one? Your team is constantly running, they're creating content, they're responding to comments, they're pulling reports. They are putting in a massive amount of effort, but the results? So often, they just feel uncertain, kind of disconnected from your real business goals. And if you want to see what that treadmill looks like in practice, just look at this breakdown. It's kind of staggering. We're talking 15 plus hours a week just on creating content, and the outcome is often an inconsistent brand voice. Then another 10 hours on community management, where, let's be honest, you can never really be on 24/7. And the targeting, so much of it is just guesswork, which is exactly why engagement rates can be so disappointing. It's a huge, huge investment of time for outcomes that are, frankly, underwhelming. So how do you get off the treadmill? Well, this is where AI comes in. And don't think of it as some crazy complex tech. Think of it as a powerful efficiency multiplier. It's all about automating that repetitive work so you can scale your efforts without having to scale your headcount. And here's the difference in your day-to-day. On the left, you've got that manual, reactive grind we just talked about. But on the right, you've got automated, proactive growth. So instead of a person having to write every single post, AI can generate dozens of on-brand options for you to test. Instead of your community manager being chained to their desk, an intelligent chatbot is handling routine questions instantly, 24/7. It completely transforms the workflow. And listen, the goal here is not to replace your talented marketing team. It's to liberate them. When AI is handling the high-volume, repetitive stuff, your team is suddenly freed up to focus on what humans do best: big picture strategy, creative direction, and building those genuine customer relationships. But look, saving time is only half the battle. The next leap forward is what we call the intelligence advantage. This is about using AI to make your marketing not just faster, but fundamentally smarter. You know, we're all familiar with the idea of an audience persona, right? It's that document, maybe a PDF, that your marketing team put together a year or two ago. It describes your ideal customer, and it's useful, but it's static. It's just a snapshot in time. Okay, no, watch what AI does to that idea. It takes that static snapshot and turns it into a living, breathing model of your customer. Your personas become dynamic. They update in real time based on what people are actually doing. AI can see who's just browsing versus who's showing real intent to buy. It can even go out and analyze your competitors' followers to find brand new, untapped audiences for your business. It's a game changer. And really, it all boils down to this. You stop wasting your budget trying to shout at everyone, and you start focusing your resources with laser precision on the exact person who is most likely to buy. That's the power of the intelligence advantage. Okay, so we've made our process way more efficient. We've made our targeting incredibly intelligent. Now for the most important piece of the puzzle, turning all of that into measurable revenue. This is the ROI engine. With AI, you can actually map and measure the entire customer journey from the very first touch point to the final sale. So first, AI-optimized content gets you discovered by the right people. Then, automated personalized campaigns keep them engaged. Next, things like shoppable posts make it super easy for them to actually buy. And finally, and this is the absolute key, AI attribution tools map that entire path. And that leads us to the ultimate goal: clear ROI attribution. We're moving beyond vanity metrics like likes and followers. We are finally able to close the loop and say with total confidence, we spent this much on social media and it generated this much in revenue. That black box, it's finally open. You can turn social media from a cost center into a proven revenue engine. So when you put it all together, the efficiency, the intelligence, and that measurable ROI, it adds up to way more than just a new tool. It becomes your new, sustainable competitive edge. Let's be crystal clear about this. Integrating AI into your social media isn't about being futuristic or experimental anymore. It is rapidly becoming the new baseline. It's the new standard for high-performance marketing. The gains in efficiency and intelligence are just too big to ignore.
And that really just leaves us with one final crucial question. The odds are extremely high that your smartest competitors are already using these tools. They're already working faster, they're targeting better, and they're proving their ROI. So the question for you isn't if you should adopt this technology, it's simply when.